Here's the latest from the CFWE newsroom. I'm Jeremy Harp. RCMP in Fort Saskatchewan have blocked off an area on the west side of the city after getting a report of shots fired earlier this morning. Not much was revealed except that 2 people were dead inside a home. Police were asking the public to give them room to work and avoid the area of Alderson Close. Inspector Gibson Clavin says he understands people's concern, but adds there's no need to fear for your life. Edmonton RCMP Major Crimes Unit has been called in to help. Glavin says, quote, "Police do not believe the gunman is on the loose." RCMP say charges are pending after a ballot box was tampered with earlier this week on the Poundmaker Cree Nation near North Battleford, Saskatchewan. A video shows 2 people taking a ballot box and kicking it across a parking lot. It was then allegedly set on fire, according to the person who took the video. A 34-year-old man was arrested shortly after the incident and has since been released. Charges are pending against that man. Police are also searching for a 35-year-old man in connection to the incident. RCMP say the incident happened during a band by-election, although the motive isn't exactly clear. People from the First Nations say they do not agree with the election, saying it went against the rules. Now, while police are investigating this case, it's unclear what the consequences are for tampering with votes in an election on a First Nation. According to Elections Canada, hampering or delaying the electoral process in a federal election is an offense punishable by a fine, prison time, or both. Fort McMurray Mayor Melissa Blake said former residents of the city are not to blame for rising crime rates in Edmonton, contrary to remarks being made by the city's mayor and police chief. This after comments earlier in the week that saw both officials blame Edmonton's recent spike in crime on the downtown, saying it was sending unemployed oil sands workers down to Edmonton who were adding to the rate of crime. This week, Edmonton Police Chief Rod Knack said a spike in crime could be linked to a downturn in the oil patch, and Don Iveson, the mayor of Edmonton, said the downturn in the economy means Edmonton ends up policing Northern Alberta's problem children. Now, Fort McMurray's mayor, Melissa Blake, said there is simply no foundation for the comments that it is unemployed people from the oil sands region causing the issue. In fact, she says there are many people she speaks to who are staying in Fort McMurray trying to wait out the downturn because they believe in the future of the community and the industry. Mayor Blake said she would welcome an apology for the unjust remarks. That is CFWE News looking at sports. Undefeated in their first 6 preseason games, the Edmonton Oilers received a wake-up call last night when they lost 5-2 to the visiting Vancouver Canucks. The Oilers looked good out of the gate when Taylor Hall scored 129 into the game after following up a failed backhand attempt by Connor McDavid. Oilers head coach Todd McLellan says he thinks the loss was actually something the team needed.
You know what I can tell you is we didn't get any points in the standings for any of those wins. So tonight, despite losing, I think it's something our team needed. You know, it resets things for us a little bit. I thought we were negligent in some of our responsibilities on the ice surface to begin with, positionally and responsible. So that's a good teaching tool for us tomorrow.
The Oilers will get a shot at revenge when they finish off their preseason action tomorrow night in Vancouver. You can catch that game on Sportsnet.